6 mental health conditions that could be making you angry all the time. Welcome to Zen Zone Health. I'm your host, my ebook, and I'm excited to delve into the world of mental health with you today. We're all about breaking down complex topics into easy-to-understand pieces, empowering you to take control of your well-being. Today, we're diving into 6 mental health conditions that could be making you angry all the time. Understanding the root cause of your anger is the first step towards managing it effectively and living a happier, healthier life. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more health tips and insights.
Let's talk about intermittent explosive disorder, or IED. Imagine this. You're going about your day, everything seems normal, and then BAM! An overwhelming wave of anger hits you like a freight train. That's IED in a nutshell. It's characterized by these intense, recurring outbursts of anger that are totally out of proportion to the situation. We're talking shouting, temper tantrums, yelling, even damaging property. Road rage? Yep, that too. And sadly, for some, it can even lead to physical altercations. The scariest part? These outbursts often come with little to no warning. One minute you're fine, the next you're consumed by rage. The good news is that IED is treatable. Many people experience remorse and guilt after an outburst, which is a sign they're aware something is wrong and want help. But what exactly causes these explosive episodes? Well, the exact cause of IED isn't fully understood, but it's believed to be a combination of genetic, environmental, and neurological factors. Research suggests that abnormalities in the brain regions that regulate arousal and inhibition may play a role. Additionally, individuals who have experienced trauma or abuse during childhood are at a higher risk of developing IED. Treatment often involves a combination of therapy and medication. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is particularly effective in helping individuals recognize and change their thought patterns and behaviors. Medications such as antidepressants or mood stabilizers can also help manage symptoms. Support groups can provide a sense of community and understanding, which is crucial for those dealing with IED. Keeping a journal to track triggers and outbursts can also be a helpful tool in managing the disorder. Engaging in calming activities such as painting, yoga, or deep breathing exercises can help reduce the frequency and intensity of outbursts. Open communication with friends and family can also provide much-needed support and understanding. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. With the right treatment and support, individuals with IED can lead fulfilling and balanced lives. If you or someone you know is struggling with IED, don't hesitate to reach out to a mental health professional. There is hope and there is help. For more information and resources, visit our website or call our helpline. You're not alone in this journey.
Now, let's talk about ADHD, or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. It's a condition that affects millions of people around the world, impacting their daily lives in various ways. You might be thinking, wait, isn't ADHD about being hyperactive and having trouble focusing? Well, yes, that's part of it. You're absolutely right, but it goes deeper than that. ADHD is not just about hyperactivity or an inability to focus. It's a complex condition that affects many aspects of a person's life. People with ADHD often struggle to regulate their emotions, and that includes anger. This emotional dysregulation can be one of the most challenging aspects of living with ADHD. Imagine feeling constantly overwhelmed, like your brain is stuck on fast forward. It's frustrating, right? This constant state of mental chaos can make it incredibly difficult to manage day-to-day tasks. Now, add to that the difficulty of concentrating and staying organized, which can lead to unfinished tasks and a sense of being overwhelmed. This can create a vicious cycle where the more overwhelmed you feel, the harder it becomes to focus and complete tasks. All of this can build up and manifest as anger outbursts. These outbursts are not just random. They are often a direct result of the frustration and stress that come with managing ADHD. It's not that someone with ADHD is choosing to be angry. It's often a response to the challenges they face daily. The constant struggle to keep up with tasks, manage emotions, and deal with the stigma associated with ADHD can be incredibly taxing. However, it's important to note that there are ways to manage these challenges. With the right support, coping mechanisms, and sometimes medication, individuals with ADHD can lead fulfilling lives. Understanding and empathy from those around them can also make a significant difference. So, the next time you see someone struggling with ADHD, remember that their frustration and anger are not a choice. They are doing their best to navigate a world that often feels overwhelming. With patience and support, they can overcome these challenges and achieve their goals.
Antisocial personality disorder, often referred to as ASPD, is a complex condition characterized by a pattern of disregard for others and a lack of remorse for their actions. This disorder is not just about occasional bad behavior. It is a pervasive pattern that affects many aspects of a person's life. People with ASPD often have a long history of violating the rights of others, and this behavior can start in childhood or early adolescence. Individuals with ASPD often display manipulative and aggressive behavior, frequently engaging in outbursts of anger. These outbursts can be triggered by seemingly minor events, and the intensity of their anger can be quite alarming to those around them. They may use intimidation or violence to get what they want, showing little regard for the safety or feelings of others. But here's the key difference. They often feel no guilt or remorse afterward. This lack of remorse is a hallmark of the disorder and can make their actions particularly harmful. They may rationalize their behavior, blaming others or circumstances rather than taking responsibility for their actions. It's like their empathy switch is turned off. They struggle to understand or care about the emotions of others, which can lead to a lack of meaningful relationships. This emotional disconnect can be deeply troubling for family members and friends who may feel helpless in their attempts to reach out. This can make it incredibly challenging for loved ones to connect with them on an emotional level. The emotional distance can create a barrier that is difficult to overcome, leading to feelings of frustration, sadness, and isolation for those who care about them. Now, it's important to remember that ASPD is often linked to factors like childhood abuse. Traumatic experiences during formative years can significantly impact brain development and emotional regulation, contributing to the development of antisocial behaviors. Having a parent with the disorder can also increase the risk. Children learn behaviors from their parents, and growing up in an environment where antisocial behavior is modeled can normalize these actions, or growing up in a household with alcohol abuse. Substance abuse can create a chaotic and unstable environment, further exacerbating the risk of developing ASPD. These are not excuses for the behavior, but rather contributing factors that highlight the complexity of the disorder, contributing factors that highlight the importance of early intervention and support. Early identification and treatment can make a significant difference, potentially mitigating some of the more severe aspects of the disorder. Support systems, including therapy and community resources, play a crucial role in helping individuals with ASPD manage their behaviors and improve their quality of life.
Borderline personality disorder, or BPD, is like riding an intense emotional roller coaster. Imagine feeling everything so deeply, so intensely, that it's overwhelming. People with BPD experience a roller coaster of emotions, and anger is a major player. This isn't your everyday anger. It's often explosive and impulsive, fueled by a constant fear of abandonment and a fragile sense of self. Relationships can be tumultuous, and even the smallest perceived slight can trigger a major outburst. It's like walking on eggshells around their own emotions. But here's the thing. People with BPD don't enjoy feeling this way. They're often acutely aware of their intense emotions and desperately want to control them.
Oppositional defiant disorder, or OD, is often associated with childhood, but it can absolutely persist into adulthood. Think back to that rebellious teenager who always questioned authority and seemed to thrive on conflict. Now imagine those traits carrying over into adulthood. Individuals with OD have a hard time with authority figures. Rules? They're more like suggestions, right? They often feel misunderstood and may even identify as rebels or black sheep. This constant defiance and questioning of authority can lead to frequent arguments, temper tantrums, and a general sense of frustration for both the individual and those around them.
When we think of depression, we often picture sadness, hopelessness, and a lack of motivation. But anger? That's not always the first thing that comes to mind. However, anger is a very real and often overlooked symptom of depression. It's not always outwardly directed. In fact, it's often internalized as self-criticism, self-hate, and a deep sense of worthlessness. Imagine feeling trapped in a cycle of negative thoughts, unable to see a way out. It's incredibly frustrating and can manifest as irritability, anger, and even outbursts. The key here is to recognize that anger is often a symptom of something deeper, a cry for help disguised as rage.
Thank you for joining me on this journey through the complexities of anger and mental health. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the underlying causes of anger, we can better manage our emotions and live healthier, more fulfilling lives. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Your support helps us spread awareness and reach more people who might be struggling in silence. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more health tips and insights. Stay healthy and take care.